Welcome, everybody. I'd like to introduce the new Mayor of the City of Port Phillip, Councillor Heather Cunsolo. Welcome, Heather, and congratulations.
Thank you. It's an honour to be in the role.
Can you give us, for those who haven't met you before, can you give us a bit of an idea of what makes you tick? What's motivated you to be on council and be mayor?
Sure. Amazing background. I do live up in Port Melbourne and I have an architecture background. I do a residential practice and I have 3 kids. So that's gotten me very involved in the community from childcare committees, sporting groups, the schools. And I've probably from my built environment mind of architecture, I see things and really want it to be the best and be involved. And so that drove me to want to be on council, to have more involvement and say and connection with the community. So 2 years in, it's been quite a learning curve. I didn't come from a government background, so I've learned everything that I know in the role. And I was looking for a challenge and who was available. I had a chance at mayor, and so I put my hand up. The top job, and it's quite an honour, as I said, and an experience already, 3 weeks in.
Okay, well, can you give us an example of what do you think might be different about you being mayor than, say, previous mayors, not specifically the previous one, but mayors in the past?
Yeah, I guess from me, I'm highly engaged in the community, and every mayor does it a little bit differently. So I do spend a lot of my time on Facebook talking with the community about various things. It's time consuming and it's very hard to keep on top of all the comments, but I find it's a really good way to reach people. I'm open-minded. I have no political affiliation, and I'm really willing to work with everybody. So I think that gives me an opportunity to get the best out of everyone on council, make sure they are heard, because it's a great group. We represent the diverse views, and I want to bring those out and serve our community.
Well, can you give me an example of what do you think the most positive things that have come through your inbox in the first weeks?
I've had very lovely congratulations emails, and that's put me in a place to feel supported in the role. Also, one of the upcoming things that I am looking forward to, so a few things today about it, is the M9 meeting. That's a meeting of 9 inner metro councils, so with the mayors and the CEOs, and we get to talk about what are important advocacy items. So that's something that's really positive and I'm excited about this week.
Yeah, and that's pretty important for things like the new M2 Underground Railway, which is one of your advocates. Can you tell us why that's important?
I think that's going to change how people interact with Fisherman's Bend. For example, in Port Melbourne right now, we're the end of the 109 tram line, so you don't get much through traffic other than people physically driving through. But if you look at places like Paran, Windsor, those are the ones that get people to stop off and enjoy restaurants and then keep going on the train. So that's what M2 would really offer the area, to have open up the west to the precinct.
Yeah, and what about, are there any kind of negative issues coming through your inbox that you'd like to flag?
Like the pop-up bike lanes are still out there as contentious in the municipality. A lot of the ones that, like Bridge Street up in Port Melbourne, have been removed, and I think people are pretty pleased with the outcome. A few things like the speed cushions, people are still swerving around, which is a dangerous outcome. But people down in Westbury and along Albert Park, Middle Park are still wanting to have their views heard. So although that's a DOT project, it is on our local roads. So we play a part in, we request to DOT what we'd like to see done.
Okay, and we've just on some kind of more administrative things, how's the search for the new CEO going, and when will we likely to find out?
Yes, we are coming to the end of the process, which is exciting. It's still highly confidential, so I can't share too much, but if everything goes to plan, you can expect an announcement next Friday, the 9th of December.
Oh, well, that's terrific. That's pretty specific.
Well, the reason is I want to, and I've had the support of the councillors to announce it at the end of the year celebration with the staff first to tell them, and then the media release will go out immediately.
Okay, terrific. Now, just last month, one of the Darebin councillors was suspended and asked to apologise to other councillors for aggressive language. Now, just before the mayoral election, Councillor Baxter went on Facebook with some pretty strident language. Do you reckon we're heading down that caustic road like they've done in Darebin, or are we already there?
I think we're in a different place, and what was done on Twitter is not ideal. I was a bit disappointed to see that more from, a couple angles. I think that the mayor role, as people know, was contested, and I respect that Councillor Baxter was really wanting the role, and he is upset about it. And I think that I just want to give him some space to process it. I'm not going to let things that have happened, such as that, ruin the year. So I can let that go and move on. I don't think there was truth in it, but that's his right to say what he'd like to on Twitter.
We've got to summer now, thankfully. What can we expect from council over summer?
Yes, our summer management will be kicking off with a partnership with the Victorian Police, and we're looking for it to be a safe, enjoyable summer. The police will be doing patrols, Ackland Street, etc., not just the foreshore. So I think people will feel that presence, and we really enjoy having people come and enjoy St Kilda, all of foreshore up to Port Melbourne. But we also want to have respect for the area that our residents value too.
And is there any issues or events that you want to raise with people?
Oh yes. Well, first, this Saturday we're having the kickoff to our summer sessions. It's about 100 live performances across 7 venues, but the kickoff will be at Ackland Street Plaza from 5 p.m. on Saturday, the 3rd of December.
Yeah, unfortunately, this doesn't come out until the...
Oh, shame. But that's all right. The event is just a kickoff, but it is going to be through 7 locations all throughout the municipality. Lots of shows, live music is a way to enjoy the summer.
That's terrific. And on a holiday note, how do you normally spend your summers?
Normally at the beach here. We love just getting down to Port Melbourne foreshore. I don't know if it's allowed, but we jump off the Princess Pier. That's a very fun one. But this year is a little bit different. We're going to go see my family. So I grew up in Southern California, and that's where my parents are still. But we're going to go visit them, and it's been 3 to 4 years since we've seen the family. So it's exciting for this year.
Well, that'll be exciting for everybody, won't it? I'm sure there are piers to jump off there as well.
Oh, a bit cold though.
Yeah. That's great. Well, Heather, I hope we can do this regularly. And congratulations again. And we'll look forward to 2023.
Thank you very much.
Good on you, Heather. Thank you.